Yeah, my champions, my warriors, my overcomers, this one's for y'all.
It's another episode coming your way here, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. How you feeling today, Rachie McFly?
I'm doing well. And yourself? You feeling good?
Yeah, I can't.
You got a lot of joy still going from the. You had a lot of overflow joy.
Funny. Yes. I believe in walking. I believe in walking in the overflow. You know, like there's two words that kind of hit our culture, and it's or one word. It's like overwhelmed.
No, not that.
And overflow. I'm like, man, we can walk in the overflow of what God has given us, or we can choose just to be bombarded and overwhelmed with life and things that are happening. So I choose
joy, obviously.
This day, I choose joy. Shouts out to the homie Cairo. Got some nice apparel. Choose
I know,
joy,
right?
You know?
Right? He's doing his thing.
Absolutely.
He's having a birthday this week, too.
The birthday boy.
Yeah.
Yes, the birthday young man. I'm sorry, man. I say, like, when people are, like, younger than you.
Yeah.
Or, like, oh, you're the baby. Like, man, I'm 38 years old. People still be like, you're the baby. Nah. I might be the youngest.
Okay.
But man, don't Russell Westbrook a brother. You know what I mean? Don't Russell
this guy.
Me. No, I'm talking about.
Oh boy.
Hey, this is the Royal Podcast, episode number 9. We are here, excited. The Royal Podcast, bringing hope in a hostile world, or as I like to say it, a hostile world. We are live. We are unedited. Yes. We are relatively unscripted as we come. I'm your rapper, turn actor, turn pastor, turn please just don't throw a brother in a box because, man, we too complex. And please don't put yourself in a box. I'm Eddie Mo, here with the gorgeous, the glorious, the elegant, the awesome, amazing Rachel McFly today. Yes.
Oh, that's my husband, guys.
Hey, can we outdo one another with honor?
Oh,
yes. Can we outdo one another with honor? So
you got me there.
Yes, I had you at. No, I'm just.
Whoa!
But you are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation. We are a people for His own possession, that
Thank
we
you,
may
Lord.
proclaim the excellencies of Him who called us out of darkness into His marvelous light. You know, Rachel, I'm really excited. Even as we slowed down and we read that, there is a book that I'm starting to read. It is called Addicted to Hurry, and I'm excited to actually kind of dive into this book.
Wow.
We live
because it's really fast paced. Yeah.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
And.
What's the next thing?
Right. Yeah, what's the next
I want to
thing?
get to it.
And I'll admit, I am a driver. I am a pursuer. I am a initiator. But sometimes, you know, you can go a little too far. And you're just like, man, I enjoy the morning, the dawn of the day.
With the deer prancing in the back.
Ooh, the dawn of the day with the deer dancing in the distance.
Oh, boy.
Anyway, I don't know. So
yeah, I love alliteration too.
I love the, you know, just to take that moment to be still, and we need to do that. You know,
yeah,
to
it's
be
true.
Still
it's
and
really
know
good.
That He is the Lord. So welcome, y'all. So glad y'all are here tuning in. We are wanting just to bring encouragement on this wonderful day. It is a day of of intense heat. I don't know where you are located right now. I don't know where you live in,
hot.
where you watching from, but where we at, man, somebody said, man, we need the outside need Freon. I was like, yeah, it needs something, man.
Wow.
It was 9:00 this morning and it was 90 degrees with like feeling like 100. But
it makes you appreciate those cooler times.
Somebody said they thinking about rededicating their life and really getting saved because of the heat.
Wow.
They did not, you know.
Wow.
So I thought that was interesting.
Very interesting.
You know, I do
more conversation on that. Yeah.
As busy as we can be, I do enjoy social media's comedy.
Do you?
I must admit,
do you now?
Most people get mad at social media, but
not you.
I love it, man. People are hilarious.
Not you.
Memes are are
Very
funny
creative.
and
People
very-
are creative.
Yeah. So I'm not a hater.
Okay.
I'm not a hater. So what's been happening? I want to ask you a question today, Rachie. How do you
Sit still.
sit
No,
still?
that's not what you're
Yeah.
gonna ask.
You're the you're great at being still and helping a brother stay chill. I just got like those ain't real bars. Those just little mini bars like you get you pick up something at the Dollar General, like I just need a little chocolate. I don't need a full Kit Kat.
Oh yeah.
I don't need the full bars of Kit Kats. I just need a little piece. That's what that is, y'all. Just keep you on your toes. But as we even segue, I went to this concert last week. It was fire. It was amazing. How do you feel about concerts? You like concerts?
I really don't go to a many, but to be honest with you, I really don't. You've probably introduced me to concert life.
Oh, really?
Yeah, more than
So,
anything. Yeah,
you haven't been
it's
to
been you.
concerts before we started.
Right. I really wasn't a big concert person.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But you have been.
I have been to more Christian hip hop concerts. I haven't really been to a non-Christian concert, honestly. Like,
Really?
I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
Maybe. But yeah. So anyway, I say all that to say, I guess I truly enjoyed this Smoke Fest Christian hip hop concert.
Did
you?
you?
As a elder statesman in the industry now, you go and it's totally different vibe. You're around these young adults in high school, and it was a great
If
crowd.
I was with you though, I mean, I don't think they could outdo my excitement. I'm pretty hyped when
I am a lyrical dude. I appreciate good and great lyrics, and to see the crowd and to see the fans of Christian hip hop like enjoying hip hop.
Yeah.
I was thoroughly pleased. I think that the industry is in good hands. Lecrae was there. We had young artists like John Keefe, No Big Deal.
Yeah.
So I'm very appreciative of what we're seeing in the industry. So
That's fantastic.
I had a good time. I don't get out as much, and so it was fun. It was fun.
It's always great.
Yes.
It's always great to encourage each other.
That's right. Yes. So
Love
good
on the
stuff.
guys.
Yeah.
All the folks out there doing some cool things with the music.
For sure.
Support.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on we live in such a performance-based culture, Nashville, Tennessee, Music City.
Yeah.
Sometimes I find myself, if I can be a little honest, I even though I feel like I've been in a way having to perform all of my life in a way.
Really?
Yeah, and I hate it. Or I don't hate it. I just
you don't notice that you
it
were
should
doing
always be secondary, from sports to music to acting to even.
You have always been on a stage.
Right. And Lord, how can we balance? Of course, we want to bring forth excellency and bring forth excellence in our craft.
Yeah.
But at the same time, keep this purity and keep this attention on the Lord, where it's like, can worship and performance blend? Can you perform and worship at the same time? I think you can.
Yeah, it's the heart condition.
Yeah, talk on that.
I mean, it is. It's the heart condition, the posture of your heart.
Okay.
And many times we get off focus of our why we do what we do very easily, which is why it's very important to stay on focus. Kind of like, the young disciples right there with Jesus, off focus. They're in the storm and it's off focus. We can allow these other things and distractions, the people, giving us so much accolade and all these different things, that we can get off the focus of pointing people back to, it really all came from God.
Yeah.
All the good things, it came from God. We're wanting to just thank him, celebrate him, bring it back. I don't think that's cheesy. I'm sorry, guys. I don't think that is a cop out. I'm just, truth is, any good thing comes from the Lord. And it's just as simple as that. Mm-hmm. Just giving him credit for it.
Yeah.
I think it's big. I mean, And we need him to stay humble. Like, we can't just be humble on our own.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, yeah.
We need him.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. I appreciate like the fact that God has given us an ability to do things well and to bring forth.
Yeah.
Sometimes I find it to be not always, and obviously we can lean on two different spectrums, and I think God has called us. I heard this term today or this week, the radical middle.
Okay. Okay.
You know, and I thought, you know, shouts out to civil righteousness and what they're doing in the community and just across the nation. But this not taking these stances on and it's not even a political thing. It's just in life, it feels like we have to many times take a hard stance or land our plane in this one area and not bring forth a balance. So sometimes when you see a church or you see a artist or you see a industry that is imperfect, that is doing its work of trying to honor the Lord or whatever that is, or not even honor the Lord, there are places where there is things that we don't enjoy about it, and we begin to take the total opposite side or the opposite stance of it. And sometimes I believe the Lord is saying, no, that just needs to be reshifted or almost like redeemed or sanctified in a way, or just so that there is a balance. And many people be like, man, you sit the way you sit in the middle, that no, you have to pick a team or you have to pick a tribe. And I'm like, honestly, no, the tribe is the Lion of the tribe of Judah. You know, that's the tribe. You know, that's the way that we rock and we operate. So you know, just thinking about it myself, you know, being on a stage, on a platform, whatever you want to call it, there can be, you can feel almost that place where, oh wow, you know, that can be dangerous. So accountability and humility and
get a friend.
right.
Accountability is big.
Yeah. It's huge. So I believe that God has called us to do things well, but to also have him centered, like you said.
Yeah.
To be so centered in like, oh God, I am humbled. A lot of y'all don't even know the story of me rapping. Like, I did not grow up wanting to be a rapper. I didn't grow up with lyrics. Jesus truly intervened, saved my soul, and handed me a gift to bring forth his glory through lyrics and through poetry. And that it was not something that I had before salvation. Like, that is a gift that was given to me after conversion.
Wow.
And I used to always think, man, I am about to, I don't know if it's like riding a bike. I think that I feel like God gave it to me and I can lose it. So nevertheless, it is a beautiful industry. If those that are in the Christian hip hop industry, I give big ups, big kudos to what's happening. You know, there are people that are saying, man, it's taking on a resurgence. We have people that have paved the way from gospel gangsters to the cross movement to Reach Records, and now it's even, you know, moving with Indie Tribe and other artists. So we'll segue. What is your favorite animal, Rachel? Tell the people what your favorite animal is today.
Well, I really enjoy a giraffe, and as I'm thinking of a giraffe, I'm gonna sit up taller. I've appreciated a posture, good posture.
Okay.
The giraffe has great posture. Mm-hmm. Have you noticed that?
It does. It does have great posture. Yes. Stands up tall. The tallest mammal in the universe.
Well, and to just be able to have the view, they see in a really expansive view. But I think about that. I really just for my digestion and everything. It's wonderful to have great posture to sit up and you know, really allow for things to work properly.
So what do you think about this giraffe?
This was the setup. This has nothing to do with the fact that no, it's just wonderful.
So we did have a pre-discussion that But no, yes, posture. Okay.
We're talking about none other than the spotless, no spots giraffe,
Right.
right?
Yes.
That was a pretty big event.
Yeah. I'm just
That
thinking
happened.
this is your favorite animal, and this is the first ever spotless giraffe. Well, the only living, let me say that. Maybe not the first ever.
Yeah.
But the only living spotless giraffe. Like, yeah.
Beautiful giraffe. Beautiful. It was just beautiful. And it's an exciting time, you know, to have something different, new.
Yes, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So,
Were you
I think it's cool.
excited?
Yeah, I'm just fascinated right here in Tennessee. So, to be, I wonder how that giraffe feels. That's one of the
what
things
you-
I thought. I was like, man, you're the only one. You're so unique that you don't have any spots. Or is it, you don't have any spots. You're so unique. I just saw that, and I saw that baby giraffe as like a teenager in school. Or
Okay.
As a
Yeah.
like how the uniqueness, the being fearfully and wonderfully made, and having this differentiation about yourself, and yet still being a giraffe. That can go one or two ways. It can go in a way of, or it can be like, ooh, okay, I see you.
Yeah. Many
so-
times we go through that in life, right? Where the very thing that we think could be a detriment ends up being something that we find to be useful and as a tool.
Right, exactly. So, yeah.
Gotta rest in what God's saying about us, because
Mm-hmm.
listening to the conditions of ourselves and others could really spiral us for
Right.
sure.
Yeah. I encourage to be a creative, to be not necessarily being a creative, but just to accept and to embrace who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, the older you get, the easier that becomes. But as students, or young people, or or those with children, many times we see our young people wanting to fit in, wanting to have a little bit of difference, but not not a difference where they are ostracized or alienated by those around them, or even as an adult. Sometimes it can even be hard to step out of the boat, or to embrace the fullness of what God created you to be, and to kind of formulate and to be, just assimilated in what is already taking place. But I believe God has called us to be in the world, but not of it.
Right.
Embrace our differences, not to, act like or try to fit in a way. We're not called to, just to fit in, but rather to stand out. And that can be challenging. I'm just thinking about the storms of life that we go through. It's so many different storms, and I think one of the biggest storms is, there's the identity storm. There's the storm of, can I truly be who God called me to be?
Yeah.
Right? Is that the Lord speaking to me, or can I truly be who God called me to be in the spaces in which I move,
every
and
situation
operate,
that I'm
is
in,
at work,
Yeah.
Whether that's at school, whether that's in my,
Right.
dealing with my spouse,
Right.
or working with my kid, whatever,
Right.
going to my in-laws, or
Yeah.
whatever that is. Can
Yeah.
I always be who I am? Like in our culture, there's this code switching. There's this way, like we've felt like we've had to kind of, be different people in different settings sometimes. Not everybody, but some people.
know,
like, okay,
not my aunt.
I got an emergency. I got to call it. I'm gonna call the cops. I got to call it. So I got to put on a different voice. I can't put on because I don't know if they come into the hood.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Something like that.
That's too bad. That's sad. It really is.
Yeah. So, what's your thoughts?
I do believe it can be very challenging to really stick true to who God has designed you to be. But I believe that he's calling us to do things that are uncomfortable so we can grow. So, I mean, sometimes we think of whatever it is that God's designed us to be looks like whatever we're thinking in our minds and from our vantage. But that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes we can think something is detrimental, but really it's a blessing. It's a benefit. Yeah. And sometimes we learn that more along the way. But to just ask God what it is that you're creating me to be. When it talks about training up a child in the way that they should go, I really believe it's not about like the parents telling that child what they should do, and how they should go, but mostly how God's training them, how God designed them, how God is shaping them. Lord, help me to train this child the way that you would have them to go. It's the same concept for ourselves. How, Lord, do you want me as my parent? How are you training me to be in you? And with that, it's wonderful. Like we have the opportunity to grow. It's not always fun. It's very uncomfortable in many points, especially that point where you're breaking through and going to the next phase. So
yeah. That's so good.
yeah, you had something. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
I had to look at you. I thought you was tearing up. I was like, wow, that's powerful. That's so strong. That's powerful, you know. To be able to walk in that and I'm like, man, how can we even help? Like, the younger the better, in a way.
Yeah.
You know, if we can help. But even if you're not young, even if
no matter your age,
whatever,
guys.
it's just like, man, God has great things. God is, and I'm not talking about stuff. I'm talking about the presence of knowing who He is and allowing that to relate into who we are. Yeah. And there's fullness there. There's newness there. There's rejuvenation there. There's, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, I just want to hug and squeeze and like let you know how loved you are by this God, by God. So
yes.
Wow. Yeah. So may we value dignity. You know, there's cancel culture, there's counterculture, there's but then there's just kingdom culture. Right. And Jesus was showing through the parables, through the teachings, through the ministry, through the life, through the all of it, like the life, death, resurrection. He was showcasing what kingdom looks like. He was reshaping humanity right before our eyes, and not for just the disciples, not for just the moment, man. And we do not have to go through the motions of the faith. There's a depth to the faith. I think we sometimes surface the faith and leave it in these compartmentalized Sunday mornings and Wednesday youth groups and Tuesday Bible studies, and we compartmentalize it, and yet God is like imploring us to receive and embrace the fullness of who He is, you know. So, all the time. So it's rich, ladies and gentlemen. The faith is rich, and I know that church hurt is such a big deal. I don't know if we got really a lot of time to go into it today, but it just hit me in my spirit, like just those that might be watching or have watched and are want to embrace this Jesus, want to embrace the faith, but yet is seeing this dichotomy happening, and like, well, I can't trust the church or the church spiritual leaders because of what happened in the past, but I still know like the eternity is yearning for you, and it's being able to break those barriers of saying, yes, I am responsible. We are responsible as spiritual leaders to help in the shepherding, but guess who is the good shepherd? I am sheep. I am dirty. As a leader, God has, called me to set and model a follow me as I follow Christ approach. Yet and still, I am you. I am not, we are not Jesus. Spiritual leaders are not Jesus, you know, and if we almost have to jump, you know, make that playing chess or playing checkers. It's almost like a jump. I have my confidence has to first and foremost be in the supremacy of the Lord. the goodness of who God is. So,
yeah. And for those that are struggling with coming to church and coming to the concept of even resting in the Lord because you feel the Lord has distanced you or left you or didn't rescue you moments, maybe a loved one has passed, maybe something has happened where you felt like God wasn't there for you. The lies of the enemy want to keep you distant and thinking that God is not there, he doesn't hear and he doesn't care, but that's not true. He created you. He knows everything about your situation, and he really truly is available to embrace you, to heal you. He's the only one who can, to mend those hurt places, those hard places that feel like it's so impossible. And I believe truly as there's the encouragement, I pray that there's an encouragement today for anyone who may need to be encouraged in that way, that God is not your enemy, that he is truly for you. He really truly wants you to just remain rested in his family and trust that he does have it in control. He has everything in complete control. There's just so much of a beauty that can happen when you're a part of the church family as well. There are people who can encourage you because they're walking alongside a journey that may be similar. They may have gone through something. They can speak into places. They can lift you up, but they're only doing it by the Spirit of God. He's the only one that's giving anyone the strength to be able to encourage and lift others up. So I hope that is encouraging to know that God cares for the relationship with him and also the relationship with each other. It's very important for us as we're walking in this life. And there's a life of abundance that he offers us.
So good. So man, well said, Rachel. Well said. God is a God of love, a God of grace. So I'm not gonna piggyback on that. I will call you to invite you to the table of the Lord. Invite you to begin the journey of following Jesus. There is bad news. We have fallen. We sin. We are not in right standing with the Lord. Yet and still, there is a second Adam. His name is Jesus, who loves, who cares, who has sacrificed his life, who has paid the full penalty, and now sits at the right hand of the Father, interceding on our behalf. So may we turn from darkness into the marvelous lights and walk in the royalty that God has called us. Man, we love you. We're bringing hope in a hostile world. Shouts out to those that are commenting. Joshua Sandifer, I see you, brother. Yes, my Christian hip hop friend Caliente, I see you. Yes, we are doing another Unity Fest, September the 1st coming up. We believe in bringing unity in our community. That's right. That was kind of lame.
That's right.
Yeah, Black church, white church, resource church with not as much resource, Baptist church, Methodist church, Presbyterian church, Pentecostal church, charismatic church, whatever. We are wanting to bring people together. We believe that there are times where we can come together and worship the Lord. And I believe our community, we talked about that last week, is yearning for people that are in agreement. And what if that starts with the church? Hey,
we can do it.
Hey, we can do it.
All things through Christ.
Yes, all things. So we love you guys. Shouts out to Legacy Coffee. For amazing coffee that they bring here in the Columbia Spring Hill area. Shouts out to Hope's Bridge Ministries, bringing displaced children into families in our community. We are excited. We have a minority-owned mixer that is taking place here in the area as well, with the Murray Alliance. So many great things are happening in our community, and we are so thankful. So with that said, we love you guys. If you are interested in supporting Moses Project, the things that we do in our community, whether that is serving at our school, shout out to Columbia Central High School Lady Lions basketball team. They have a 3-on-3 basketball tournament that's taking place for both boys and girls, men and women.
Ages, all ages.
All
We're doing-
ages.
wow.
September 23rd. Be sure to register, sign up. You can see that on some of our pages and different things like that as well. So great things are happening. We ask you to support us as we continue to bring hope in a hostile world. Go to mosesproject.com. Become a prayer partner. Become a volunteer, or be a financial partner with us as we continue to bring good news to our community. We love you. God bless you. May God forever keep you and sanctify. I took it to church right there.
Ooh.
For God forever keep you in his love, grace, and peace.
Oh, thank
family.
you, Lord, for the church always being with us. Love you.
You can take a brother out the church, but you can't take the church out the brother.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, deuces, y'all. Peace out.